Y'all know Prince doesn't mess around, right? So I found something on social media where Prince allegedly posted a letter to Janice Min over there at Billboard. Now, the name is scratched out, but what it is a resignation letter to Miss Min. I'm going to read to you what it says. It says, and I quote, now remember, this is Prince putting this information out there. So the resignation reads, and I quote, Dear Miss Min, I am writing this to thank you for everything you have tried to do with Billboard these past couple years, but also to give my resignation effective immediately. I love this magazine with all my heart, which is why I am resigning. I can't stand what this magazine has become. I have always liked that Billboard has been a pro-industry magazine so much that it has been accused of being an artist PR machine. That's public relations. The concepts of honesty and top-notch journalism that we were taught to value here at Billboard have slipped away. Never in a million years would I have thought that our magazine would accept money for an artist, even if it's in the form of charity, to reward her as, quote, Woman of the Year, despite the fact she hasn't had anything close resembling a hit in a long time. Perhaps instead of rewarding this type of cheating, which is just as bad as the Payola scandal of the early 2000s, we should speak out against it. We could still support artists without helping them cheat their way up the charts, which has happened at least 3 times in the past couple years. You know it, I know it. Why do you, Miss Min, support these tactics? Why do you support our authors writing tabloidish articles in order to earn page hits rather than inspiring honest and accurate journalism? I give you my resignation with a broken heart. I respect you as a person and hope that one day you'll see that the truth is more important than dollar signs. I wish you the best luck in the future. Sincerely, because she censored her name, or somebody censored her name. Anyways, the point is this. This is really interesting because Prince once wrote slave on his cheek back in the day to symbolize what he thought about the music industry and the position that he had to play there. And for a very long time, very long time, Prince would not allow his music on the internet at all. Prince was against the internet. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but like, if you look around, it's only been in recent times that Prince's music was allowed to even be posted on the internet at all, pretty much. Unless maybe if he was selling a CD on Amazon or something like that. But as far as like on YouTube and stuff like that, no, that's new. But yeah, he wouldn't even allow his music to be posted on the internet. But I think it's interesting that this woman mentioned the Payola scandal, because that sort of thing is still going on. People are still paying to get their music played. And it's really crazy because, speaking of this whole thing and them talking about Lady Gaga, by the way, she didn't refer to Lady Gaga by name in that letter. But since Lady Gaga is the Woman of the Year, once again, that's who they're referring to. Now, for the record, she's been making music with, what is his name? Is his name Tony Bennett? They've been making songs about it being cold outside and whatnot, right? So it's not that she hasn't been working on music. I mean, Lady Gaga was born to be a musician. She's probably always making music. You know, she's an amazing musician. Love Lady Gaga. I'm a huge fan. Her first album was groundbreaking and earth-shattering. That was an amazing album. Pretty much the whole thing was just crazy. And in modern day times, to have an album you could listen to basically from the beginning to the end is very, very rare. You know, that's the way that Dr. Dre and Wu-Tang Clan and people like that used to do it back in the day. But it's been a long time since somebody had an album you could just play straight through. Probably Lady Gaga's first album, I think it was called The Fame. I'm pretty sure that was the last album that I can remember that you could actually listen to from the beginning to the end and actually enjoy it. It had so many great songs in there. Not even good, but some great songs in there. You know, Red One is an amazing producer. I hope she's still working with him. I don't really know right now, but Red One's definitely easily one of my favorite producers. I would freaking just lose my mind if I had a chance to work with Red One. That'll be the day. That would make my life. But anyways, this is not the first time that news like this about Lady Gaga allegedly paying people off and being involved with Payola-ish scandals have popped up, because if you click the link below, you visit my blog. Fernando Palazzo from The Examiner wrote an article, and the name of the article was Lady Gaga Hit an Alleged Paris Hilton / Rolling Stone Payola Scandal. Now, that article was posted on February 12th of 2011 at 11:41 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So yeah, now it's almost 2016. It's December of 2015. So we're talking about almost 5 years ago, over 4.5 years ago. Yeah, there was an article on the internet talking about her allegedly paying people off for whatever. So if you want to read that, just, click the link. I might even do a separate story about that particular story. But remember, I don't believe anything that I read that's negative about Lady Gaga, because I'm a huge fan of hers. I like to think really nice things about her. And when I hear bad things being said about my baby mama, Lady Gaga, I like to say to myself, well, what if it's not true? What if, come to find out, she produces some receipts and proves to the world that whatever anybody's saying about her is just completely fabricated? They just needed to be seen and heard, so they just used one of the biggest pop stars that ever existed as a way to gain attention for their publications and whatnot. So I don't believe anything unless I hear it from Gaga's mouth herself. Now, for the record, my boo Gaga is probably my boo Gaga sound like Google Gaga. Sounds just like Google Gaga. But anyways, my boo Gaga is so unbothered. She's probably somewhere looking sexy, playing a guitar while wearing a designer dress. I'm just saying. But anyways, this is all my opinion. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine. Don't believe everything you read online, people, or everything you hear. Meat Magazine.